Hey guys, so I am here today to tell you about my experience with my very first Pilates class. Come on, come get in this. Very first Pilates class. I can say right now, spoiler alert, it will not be my last. I promise you that. So guys, I don't know if I'm the only fat girl or fat person that do this to themselves, as far as like overthink, self-analyze, like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to fit, or I ain't gonna be able to do this, or I ain't gonna be able to do that, or I wonder if they're gonna have any accommodations for me, I wonder if they're gonna be able to do this for me. So the whole time I'm just like overthinking, right? And so for many years I've known about Pilates. Of course, if it wasn't offered at the YMCA, Planet Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, or any other club that was in my area, I was not going, okay? Because I didn't know where else to look or whatever, and I didn't know much about it. So since I was always intimidated and not very knowledgeable on that subject, I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Full on me for doing that. Like, I feel so silly for holding myself back for something that could have been life-changing back then, just as much as it's life-changing for me now. So just imagine if I would have started 7 years ago when I wanted to start Pilates. Baby, the body would be eating right now, okay? But I just want to say that I had an amazing experience. I had a really, really, really good time. I walked in nervous, left empowered. I left in a happier place. I feel more joy than I do hate. I feel more like I'm excited, like I'm ready to go out and do things. Like I feel like I'm on top of the world, and it's only been 9 days. Like it's an amazing challenge, and this has been great to share with you all. This is helping me as well. For everyone that's watching, everyone that's commenting, I thank you. I thank you for being here in this moment with me. So I'm gonna cut this short. It may be longer than I expected, because I want you guys to watch my Pilates video after this. I'm gonna call y'all back tomorrow, because I'm going to bed, okay? I'm gonna call you back tomorrow. I'm going to bed.
Seat by your springs. And then you're going to lie down to your side and roll to your back. So your head is going to go on your headrest. Your feet are going to go on your foot guard. And your shoulders are going to go up against the shoulder joints. Okay, so scoot your butt down so your head goes to that headrest. And your feet are on your foot guard. Don't worry if you feel awkward. It takes a minute to get familiar with maneuvering around on the reformer. Okay, totally normal. So we're going to place our heels on that foot bar and our arms by our sides. Okay? All right, we made it down to the reformer. We're going to start with some footwork, which we use to warm up our feet and our legs. Go ahead and push the carriage all the way out. All the way to the top from your heels. Make sure your heels are on, okay? All the way to the top. And then bend your knees to return the carriage back in. Okay, let's do that. Keep that going. You press all the way out and all the way in. Now you'll get familiar with where your stopper is. You want to try not to hit that stopper. So when you bring the carriage in, you're going to hover just before it. Arms are by your sides. Push down into your arms. Feel your chest expand. You want to feel nice and grounded against the carriage, so your hips, your spine, and your head feel heavy and grounded. This is a great place to check in with your body. Listen to what it might be communicating with you today. Let any tension or stress melt away. Start to listen to your breathing. Breathe a little bit deeper than normal. Exhale as you push the carriage out. Inhale as you pull the carriage in. As you learn to move with your breath, it will help you move with more precision and more control. This is a fairly light spring that we're on now, just to get you guys comfortable. We'll most likely be heavier than this, but on the slider spring puts a little bit more attention to your center. So you should feel some connection through your core muscles to stabilize your hips and your spine while your carriage is moving up and down. So to lock into your center, you can think of hugging your ribs down and pulling your navel to your spine. That's going to help you feel that engagement with your core. Now let's hold at the very top. Go ahead and stay all the way out. Good. And then you're going to bring your carriage just halfway in. Good. And then push all the way back to the top. Nice. Halfway in, all the way out. Do that a few more times. That's going to build a little bit more heat in your legs. It's going to feel a little bit stronger when you hold that spring tension right in the middle because your springs are already open. Good. Let's do that one more time. Okay, go all the way to the top and then come all the way back. We're going to change the placement of our feet. Slide your heels all the way out to the edges of your foot bar. So all the way to the sides. And then turn your toes out and let your knees follow an extra rotation. So your knees open about the width of your shoulders. Push. Pull them forward until your hands are right above your shoulders. Open your hands. There you go. So your hands are right above your shoulders. So now yours are below your shoulders. So come back a little bit. You want your straps to feel taut. Okay, if you feel that, your springs are open. So without moving the carriage, you're going to bring your knees to tabletop. So your feet are going to leave your foot bar and your knees are going to hover. Okay? So your legs are on the table, but keep those arms straight and strong. Nope. Pull those hands forward, bring your knees to tabletop. So see how your ropes are slacked. Now you want to push into your straps, but not too far forward. Pull them back right above your shoulders. Hold them there, and then lift your knees to hover. So pull your knees in toward your chest.
Oh, like this?
Yes, but arms straight up to the sky.
Oh, this is like, okay.
That's a little bit behind you, though. You want them right above your shoulders. Okay, and then bring your knees to tabletop. So we feel our abs already, right? You're going to pull your arms all the way down by your sides. Okay, pull your arms down by your sides. And then return them back up to the sky. Good. I'll press down, but your feet gotta stay lifted. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, push the arms down. Try to keep your palms open and your arms straight. Okay? This is a core exercise, not an arm exercise. The focus should be in your abdominals. That is where you're initiating your movement. Good. Do one more, and then relax. Your arms will lift up so that your feet can find your foot bar. Set your feet down and relax. How do we feel? It's hard, right? This is the perfect example of how every exercise in Pilates is going to use your abdominals. Okay, everything initiates from our center. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to try a little bit harder. You're going to lift your head and your shoulders, which is what we call trunk flexion. It's like a crunch. We're all familiar with a crunch, right? Reach your arms up. Bring your knees to tabletop. This time, as we pull your arms down, lift your head and your shoulders. Lift your head and your shoulders. Good. Arms stay straight, though. Arms stay straight. Not up. Okay, press your arms down, lift your head and your shoulders. See how your elbows are bending? Keep your arms extended right by your sides. Inhale, lift up. So arms by your sides and straight. Yes. Inhale, reach up, head comes down. Exhale, press the arms down, lift your head and your shoulders. There you go. Try not to bend your arms. Nice. Let's do one more. And then relax. Good job. Let your feet find your foot bar and rest. So that trunk flexion, which is where we lifted our head and shoulders, is always optional. As you build strength in your neck, it'll feel more comfortable over time. How did that feel with your shoulder? Okay, good. We're going to put our feet in the straps. Okay, so the long loops, you're going to use your foot bar, push yourself out. Use your foot bar, push yourself out. Place one foot first in the long loop. It's going to go onto the arch of your foot. And then you'll push that foot toward your foot bar and bring your other knee in toward your chest. Okay? Yeah, so push that foot forward so that you can bring this knee in. Yeah, there you go. And then this foot goes in your strap. Perfect. Awesome. going to pull your legs down toward your foot bar and then float your legs back up to the sky. Keep going. Okay, this is our feet and strap series. You're going to feel a stretch through your hamstrings. You're still very much connected to your core muscles. Okay, not your knees or your ankles. And then you're going to hold at the top and we're going to switch the direction. Lower down to the bottom. Open. Circle around to meet at the top. Do a couple more in that direction. Holding at the very top. Okay, now it's time to take off our straps. Take our feet out. You're going to bend your knees in. Take one foot out first. Your free foot is going to go straight to your foot bar. It's always a little bit higher than you think. Then you'll take out your other foot. Okay? And then you'll let your carriage come all the way back in and put your straps away. That's okay. Here, I'm going to put that foot off. Spring is light now, so your carriage is going to float around pretty easily. Once you are seated on your box, move your butt all the way to the back. Cross your ankles and let your knees fall open. So you're seated cross-legged. Make sure your hips are right at the center of that box. Then reach behind you and grab your straps. Okay, we're going to hold the short moves. So we're going into an arms raise here. You're going to bring your elbows right by your sides and your palms facing the sky. Elbows by your sides, palms facing the sky. You guys get over here? Yes. That's okay. Here you go. So pull those straps forward so you're holding the shorter moves. We're going to serve some brownies. That's what this one is called. You're going to reach your arms forward like you were serving a platter, and then pull your elbows back in. Okay, reach your arms out, and pull your elbows in. It's going to feel a little bit light, just to ease ourselves into the movement. So our biceps are working on the way out, our triceps are working on the way in. We're seated nice and tall on the spine. Shoulders are relaxed. So as you progress in your practice, we can do this series seated all the way down on the carriage, which makes it a little bit more challenging, or kneeling on our knees, which makes it a lot more challenging. So different levels of your class as you progress will get harder. Okay, let's do one more. And then bring your elbows in. Next, we're going to do a hug and tree. You're going to take your arms out to the side, little bend in your elbows, your chest. Watch your shoulders from rising. You got a mirror in front of you now. Utilize that. Roll your shoulders down. Think of your shoulder blades sliding into your back pockets. Really push into your feet. Feel rooted in your sit bones. Hug your belly and your ribs in. Every exercise should feel like a full body experience. Everything is working as one unit. It's never just about the arm or just about the legs. Okay, do that one more time. And then we're going to do some bicep curls. Bring the arms in front of you. Flip your palms to face the sky. Lift your arms up to the height of your shoulders. And then bend your arms, curling your biceps in. And reach your arms forward. Good. If you feel like you're hitting your stopper really easily, if you lean yourself away from your straps, that will give you a little bit more space for those bicep curls. And it also puts more connection into your core. If you feel like you're kind of floating up and down, go slower with your movement. Because we are on the leg spring. Slow and steady is key on the leg spring. Lift your elbows higher. There you go. Higher the elbows, the more you're going to feel those biceps. Nice, one more time. Relax. Put your straps away. We're going to step off to the right, and we're going to put our boxes away. thing you want to do is extend your arms. You want to feel like you're falling backwards. So without moving your feet back, yeah, straighten your arms. You want to feel like you're falling backwards. That bar is holding you in place. Now you're going to rise all the way up and then sit all the way back into that chair. Good. Keep going. Knees should stay above your ankles. So check in with your knees over ankles. Keep your chest lifted. Arms should stay straight the whole way up and the whole way down. So we're using our ballet bar as support to sit a little deeper in our squat than we could if we were just freestanding. Okay, it's also going to help you keep your weight back into your heels and your knees behind your toes. So it's really helping our form. Okay, now you're going to hold at the bottom. Hold at the bottom. Arms are extended. Lift your hips halfway up. And then sit all the way back down. Good. Halfway hover. All the way back down. You got it. Let's do 3 more. Halfway hover. All the way down. Last one. Halfway hover. All the way down. Now rise all the way to the top. Okay? Now, you're still there. Your hands are still on your bar. You're going to lift your heels high and then lower your heels. Heels lift up and lower. So this is very similar to the calf raises we did on our foot bar at the very beginning of class. Good. Mobilizing your feet and ankles. Now lift your heels and hold. You're going to keep your heels lifted as you sit back into your chair. Okay? Pull that bar towards you. Arms are straight. Yes. Rise all the way back up. Keep those heels lifted. And then sit all the way back into your chair. Good. Rise all the way up. Sit all the way down. Hold at the bottom. Lift your hips halfway. Sit all the way down. Halfway up. All the way down. Halfway up. Ooh. All the way down. Now rise all the way to the top and let your heels lower. Good job. Keep that bar, keep your hands on the bar. Walk your feet back a few inches. We're going to take a stretch here. You're going to reach your hips back and let your head fall between your arms. So you're feeling a stretch through your spine. Hips are behind your feet. So walk your feet a little closer and then push your hips back. So feet closer, hips back. There you go. So I want to feel like you're pulling your spine longer. Take a deep breath. Then from your belly button, you're going to start to roll your way up to standing. Step closer to the wall. Release your bar. And then just turn yourself around so you're facing the other direction. We're going to finish off with a roll down, which we typically finish class with. Arms are by your sides. You're going to reach your arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, dive forward, rounding your spine like a candy cane. Reach toward your toes. Now you're going to hang there like a rag doll. Knees are soft. Weight settles toward your toes. Let your head hang heavy and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, very slowly